Good afternoon. Welcome to Daily Currency Update from the Currency Desk. On Thursday morning, again we had a weak start for the rupee. This weak start was mainly attributed to the rupee tracking the losses from the Asian equity markets. All the Asian equity markets, including Nikkei, Hang Seng, were down around 0.5% in the morning session, and reflecting this negative sentiments, we had the rupee also opening weaker in the morning session by about 20 to 30 paise. At the same time, in the domestic equity markets, we had bit of negative sentiments coming in from the weak Infosys results. Again, ironically, the Infosys result was also pressurized by the losses in the forex markets. So again, we have one more additional company whose bottom line has been impacted by forex losses. On the Indian front, we also had the IIP data, which came in with growth of 2.4%. This was well above the expectations of 1.8%. Hence, it was slightly supportive for the markets, but the slight upside movement in the rupee could not be sustained against the dollar. Yesterday night, we had the FOMC meet. Now, yesterday the appreciation in rupee and other risky currencies like euro was largely attributed to some expectations of QE3 or maybe some indication that the US Federal Reserve may opt for QE3 in the near future was expected. This rally, as expected by us, was short-lived, and again we had disappointing statements made by the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve has held on to its stance that it will not come up with QE3, but again it might come up with QE3 if the situation becomes worse for the US government, for the US economy as a whole, that is. So again, the next round of QE, that is quantitative easing, has eluded the investors. Also on the US front, we had the US trade deficit figures. The trade deficit has narrowed to a certain extent, and this narrowing was largely attributed to the decrease in the imports growth rate and a slight minuscule increase in the exports. The decrease in imports was largely attributed to the fall in the crude oil prices. Hence, we do not have that much of a positive to take away from the US deficit narrowing. At the same time, if we look at the deficit decreasing in more details, we find that the imports from China have actually increased, and at the same time, the exports to the European markets, which have been one of the major consumers from the US products, have decreased. So all in all, the data is not that much of a positive if we read into it in much detail. And a testimony to this same data and its implications is the fact that the dollar index is currently trading at 83.60 levels. This level has been held by the dollar index since the past few days, and if we do not see any major downside in the dollar index, we could well witness an appreciation in the dollar against the rupee as well as other forex majors. Coming to the Japanese front, we had the Bank of Japan announce its policy statement today, and as expected by us and the markets, there was not any change in the monetary policy. Bank of Japan has kept its forecasts also as it is.